Loading up walking war robots. So this is going to be a video on the medium weapons in the game. It's kind of like compare and contrast. Now there's not that many medium weapons. So what that means is this is going to be a pretty short video. So as soon as this loads up, we're going to go into our Rhino. Alright, good. So we're going to go into our Rhino, go to the equipped in the bottom left, and then click on our medium slot. And then we're going to go to the store. So this is going to show us all the level 1 weapons. So the first weapon on the list is a Malat T. Now there's a little bit of a discrepancy between the damage. It's not quite two Malats put together in one slot. So to say, that a Golem has the same firepower as a Leo, which you'll hear that time, here and there, isn't quite true. Because the damage doesn't add up to be the same. The damage per bullet, I believe, is less. So, it's just the Malat, just like in the first, just like in the light weapon video, it is sort of weak. It has lowish damage, but its 800-meter range is pretty good. And if you're running like a support, if you're running like a support golem, it's not a bad choice, but literally every weapon on this list, except for one, is a better choice. The second one is the Gao Punisher T, and while you're low leveled, Gao is a really good weapon. So if you don't really have another choice, you can rock a Gao Punisher T on a boa or on your golem, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's money. It's really underrated. It's a pretty good weapon. Let's go over a little bit. So the R40M Okran, or Orkin. This weapon right here is probably the second best medium weapon. It does extremely high amounts of burst damage, but it's not something that is gonna let you just like pound people. Let's go back here. It's not gonna be something that lets you just like completely slaughter people. Now, as you can see in my Rhino build, I use 2, but that's because, it is the second most useful medium weapon, and it does have its uses. The Tulumbus it's a decent weapon. I wouldn't quite say it's third best. It's probably tied for usefulness with the Gao Punisher T, but you're honestly going to use the Tulumbus over the Malat T. If you're trying to build something that's like more medium rangey. The reason why is it shoots 8 very large explosions, so the area of effect for the damage on this is very high, and it has pretty good range. Now the Turan is the best medium weapon, hands down. I'm gonna say it. It just is what it is. It's super accurate. It only has a range of 350 meters, but the damage is crazy. And then the last is the SMS Hydra. Do not buy this weapon. It is terrible. If you look at the price on it, look at the price on a Turan, look at the price on the SMS Hydra, and I have no idea why they're the same price. The Hydra is worse than the light version of it, which is the Spiral. The SMS Hydra is terrible. If you gave it like a 30% firing rate bonus, and you gave it infinite ammo, then it might be decent, but this is just a bad weapon. So, the best medium weapon is the Turan, the second best weapon is the Orkin, and then tied for third is probably the Tulumbus and the Gao Punisher T. And that's really it for the medium weapons. Pretty simple.